I wish
that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger.
All right. That's The Faces, Ooh La La, bringing us in today for the MVP podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I am your host, Michael Bender. I'm usually filming a lot, but there was a lot going on this week, and had got my first commercial build in, had a birthday, and we're just killing it here at Top Roofing and Windows. Second Chance Summit. Things are just taking off. It's just absolute blessing. You know, it's crazy. And you know, I had an epiphany the other day, and it was one of these questions that I get asked a lot. And it was, how do you hang around people that drink and it doesn't bother you? Okay, well, I finally got my answer. Day before yesterday, I tell you, it came on me like an F5 tornado. Next thing you know, I'm sitting here and I got a show wrote within 3 minutes. And it's all about something that I've been through and a question that I got answered. But before we get to that, I want to give a big shout out to Starbucks Coffee. What an awesome place that I go to on a daily. And the girls take such good care of me, especially Morgan. Morgan does a great job with what she does for a living. And I couldn't imagine putting up with those people on a constant basis. You would have to have a certain vibration of peace all the time. Good job, Morgan. Thank you, Starbucks. Thank you for a wonderful birthday to my man, Joey. Man, Joey made sure I had a nice birthday. You know, you're very fortunate when you come into life and you got someone who's going to be there for you in those small moments, because people like to overlook a lot of birthdays. Well, I'm here to tell you folks, it's the farthest thing from selfish, because you are celebrating the day that you entered this galaxy, this earth, that you started breathing air. Yes, you already had fingerprints, but you had not been fully enveloped in the world. And then once we came out of our mama's womb, I tell you what a beautiful, glorious thing. I just can't cherish it enough. And I had a wonderful birthday. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it. Everyone on Facebook who wished me a happy birthday, everyone on YouTube, everybody across the world, thank you so much. Let's give a shout out to all the roofers out there. Win the storm. I gotta tell you what, you know what I started learning? I started learning, man, wearing this badge of roofing. You a different breed, people, a different breed. I love being a roofer. I love my background. I love being a roofer. I love being successful. Man, I love being on fire. You know, I've been getting coached on my podcast, and the biggest thing was I had to relax. Man, I was so uptight. I was hesitating. I was questioning my words. I was looking over here at somebody that never even freaking was there, because I could sit here and be just cool as a cucumber in a crowd, in a customer's house, out and wherever. But man, you turn the camera on and I'm like, well, man, I'm working on it. I promise that each podcast will get better and better, better and better and better and better. I'm about to knock your socks off with some knowledge that is going to help you overcome anything. It's going to help you overcome whatever you got standing in your way. You know, we'll cut right to the chase. Let's just do this, because I'm excited to talk about it. I had someone come up and ask me, and they said, Mike, you just hang out with, you never stopped. You can go into the Mug and Jug, which is a local bar. You can go to concerts. You can buy beer for your own crew at the end of a job, and you don't get the least bit tempted. I said, I think it's just a gift, to be honest with you. I think God just blessed me. And that's what I believed for the longest time, until the day before yesterday, and I was sitting back here in the shop, and it hit me. And I was like, oh my gosh. I remembered the exact time that my disease was lifted from me. Kind of like removing cancer. It's the only way I know to put it. God removed cancer from me, and I didn't realize it until 9 months later. So it all started when I was in rehab, okay? I was sitting there, they had this service in Portsmouth at this local church. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it was really nice. They dedicated a whole church to, or service to recovery. They had a candlelight. You could go up to the altar and pray and do whatever you wanted. Now, this was a Jesus-following church, Christian church, but I believe what I'm about to say is going to resonate with any belief system, no matter what you believe. This is going to cover it, okay? My buddy beside me is like, man, let's go up to the altar. I was like, absolutely. I absolutely will. And we go up there, and I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I wanted rid of this sickness. I always heard, ask and he'll take it away from you. But I never really was ever taken away from me. I'll tell you the exact reason it wasn't taken away from me, because I didn't have the earnesty to quit. I didn't have the balls to take on what I was about to take on. Unless you're fully committed, this will not work. It just won't. It takes full commitment. So here's how it went down. I went up there and I lose my shit. And I just begged God to take it from me. Begged him. I stayed up there for about 15 minutes. I was the last one in the room. Last one in the room. And this is early in my recovery. Not long. Long enough to where I was like, okay, when can I stop taking this Vivitrol? And anyone that's not hip to Vivitrol, Vivitrol is an alcohol blocker. You take it, it comes in a shot, you shoot it in your butt, you take a sip of alcohol, you're deathly ill. So anyway, I'm on the Vivitrol. I'm like, man, I really want to stop taking this shot. But I'm scared to death that this old cravings, these old things are going to pop back up, and Bender's going to leave rehab and go do the same old, because that's all I knew was the same old, same old. I didn't know this life. So there I am. I give it away. Take it. And remember, when I say God, whatever you believe, man, this is the greatest part about this. So I said, please take it away. So the service is over. I'm not thinking much about it. Days go by, and I'm just getting better in life and better in life and better in life. I'm being around people drinking, and I'm not getting the least bit of it. They dropped me off at Sober Living in downtown Columbus, OSU campus, where there's nothing but beer pongs, crack addicts, and homeless people, college kids, obviously, right in the center of it. I was like, oh my God, what in the world did they do? And I'm waiting for this temptation, these urges to come on, and they never do. Like, I don't even know the damn feeling kind of stuff. And this goes on. It goes on through my trials of being at Sober Living, trying to find a job with no vehicle, no money, and a schedule that you got to work around meetings and all this stuff. It just kept getting better and better. And I'm telling you, like 10 months went by. It's like, okay, I went from Sober Living to working with my buddy Larry. Okay, that was one section. Cash. Okay, then I moved from there. But this section here is when I came to work for Top Roofing and Windows as a project manager, soon to be salesman. And you know, that was just absolutely fantastic. And that was just another section, but still, you know, I'm around even more people now drinking. They're having big karaoke parties behind us. Stop drinking. Fact, Jack, only sober one. And I was like, my God, and not a bother in the world. Now keep in mind, America, I don't know, I haven't put two and two together. And just so grateful. I just want to say how grateful I am to all the people all across this world, all across this wonderful country. I was given a second chance at life. I'd messed up a lot of years, but you can't ruin God's plan for you. Whatever God has planned for you, it's going to happen, because you can't stop God's plan. Whatever is God has planned for you miraculous to do, and God has miraculous plans for every single one of us. We just have to access it. You're not going to get the best out of life smoking crack or doing anything that's messing up your life, looking at porn, doing this shit that ain't right, you know, taking advantage of people. He ain't going to bless you until you have accessed that through faith, hard work, practicing love, all the stuff we go over here at the MBP, for sure, for sure. You know, that's the whole reason you're watching this podcast right now, is because you want to hear something that might help you along in your life and your struggles that maybe that someone knows about. But that's the whole reason we're here, is to get better. This is a spiritual warfare, and we are at battle. America, we're at battle. And I know, just like the Bible, they told us the ending before it happened, we win in the long run. I want you to know that there is life at the other end of addiction. There's a life that is so abundant in everything that there is no comparison. There is no thinking about it. That person is dead. This new person has never tasted a mind-altering substance. I've been completely reborn, and I am a new creature for him to use in whatever manner he sees fit. And right now, it's broadcasting across the airwaves to coach whoever may be willing to be coached. Before you know it, we're gonna have personal services here at Second Chance Summit, and we're gonna have individualized coaching for you, for your friends, for anyone who's ready to take it to the next level. So we're gonna make this short and sweet. Well, let's get excited. Let's get excited, America. Let's get excited to take our life back. Let's get excited to make more money, to blow people away at our job, to smash our addictions. America, this is your life. You choose how you live it. Love you, America. MVP.